Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, AdventureOflink MK2, aka Joe. That's me. And as always, I'm happy to run the shows here without any kind of clickbait, drama, BS, sponsorships, and I get to the point. So with that being said, hope everyone's having a great Monday. In spite of the fact that it's looking kind of wet outside today, Monday, March 15th, it's month-wide hump day for March. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. What I want to talk to you about today is, finances, being self-employed, and you. This is a different kind of video from what I normally do here for those that are familiar with my content or those that are new here. I normally do things with cars, computers, product reviews, the occasional rant, things like that. This time it's going to be a bit of an advice video. So you better be like me and sit back, strap on, and prepare yourselves to partake into my wealth of information today. Let's do it. So as I said in this video, I'm going to call this finances, loans, self-employment, and you. So what do I mean by self-employment, you may ask? Good question. As the name implies, self-employed, means those that, are working for themselves or own their own company or anything like that. However, with the current influx of the gig economy workers, and from henceforth gig economy will mean things like the apps on phones like DoorDash, Grubhub, Postmates, Uber, anything Uber, Uber Passengers, Uber Eats, Uber Freight, anything and everything Uber, you name it, it's in the Uber app. Lyft, Instacart, Shipt, Amazon Flex, Dispatch, Roadie, Deliver That, JOI Driver, which is a new app going to be dropping soon. It's in Texas right now, etc. Additionally, this can also be applied to those that sell on eBay every once in a while, or those that do it for a business, even if you don't get that $10.99 from PayPal. Also to people like myself, that's a YouTuber, Twitch, Facebook gaming, etc. It's a whole different ballgame for being self-employed when it comes to traditional W-2 employment. There's things you need to take into account of. And one of the things I keep hearing about, and gig economy groups that I'm in, like Delivery Driver Lounge ran by Paid to Drive Pete, and some Amazon Flex groups that I'm in, is like, what do I do when I want to get credit or a loan or something? Well, that's a good question. And that's what I'm going to try to answer for you today. And for context, like I said, this is filmed and put on YouTube on Monday, March 15th of 2021. So what applies today may or may not apply tomorrow. I hope it does, though, because I'm getting tired of this taking one step forward and having to get pushed back 3 steps stuff. Yeah, like we'll start with easy stuff like credit cards, car loans, etc. Just putting your monthly income amount, like separated from anything you get from a government check, like railroad benefits, Social Security, SSDI, SSI, etc. And also your gross earnings from your business. Like I said, your gig economy apps, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook gaming, eBay, etc. There'll be separate places for that, add it up together, and then boom, you get approved. And that's exactly how I got my 2020 Corolla XSE hatchback, which she's sitting pretty right there. That's exactly what I did, to all my income situation, and I still got approved for that. Yeah, that was relatively simple, unless you want to be like me and trade it in after a year, which things get difficult from there. However, I also want to talk about buying houses or renting and all that. Now, it's like I said, it's a lot different ballgame from being, a traditional W-2 employee. Like a W-2 employee, they could be in like, say, 6-ish months. You could pretty much be in, just provide pay stubs and all that. That's easy. However, for us self-employed and gig economy people, life is a little bit more difficult. For a start, you got to have at least 2 years of self-employment earning records with tax records. So, save your 1099 forms, any 1099 you get, like 1099 miscellaneous, if you still get those. Other than that, as of tax year 2020, which, filing year is January 2021 and going forward, it'll be 1099 NEC, 1099K, SSA 1099, 1099s from gambling earnings, retirement savings, savings accounts, etc. You know, you want to have 2 years of consistent self-employment, like I said, with those tax records. However, when you apply for a car loan, you may or may not know this. However, I went to 2 different mortgage people, and they pretty much told me, you know, I'd have to have a business account, like a banking business account, with at least 12 months or a year of consistent car payments made from this business account. So, you know, so in April, you know, if I open a business account, by the time I have to pay the car in April, you know, open the account, make 12 months worth of payments the next April after I make that payment, boom, I'm in. Just like that. At least I hope so anyway. Hopefully nothing changes between now and then. However, if you're going to get a car loan, or better yet, if you're like paying rent, like house rent, or even if you get the small business pandemic relief loan, which, but the way things are slowly starting to open back up in states like Texas and Minnesota, and in their statewide mask mandates, you know, eventually at some point, you know, this coronavirus is going to get beaten, which means once the date is declared that the emergency's over, from 1 year exactly after the emergency's over, you have to start paying back those small business pandemic relief loans. So keep that in mind when and if, like I said, the emergency's over. A year after that, you had to pay them back. So if you have a business account open, I mean, if you're getting into the gig economy for the first time, or if you've been here for several months, you know, it would be worth your time to get a business account, especially if you're going to get a car, or like I said, took advantage of the small business pandemic relief loan, or even if you've been in the gig economy for a while, like me. You know, I've made YouTube videos for a long time. I'm now in the gig economy, you know, for a couple years, shall we say. So even us long-time people like me should really start looking into getting a business account. And like I said, you know, make your 12 months of car payments or more from there. It'll just make your life easier, and you won't run into many roadblocks that way. And like I said, small business pandemic relief loans, pay them from that business account too. I'm not sure what else you can pay from that business account that would help you out. However, the more you can find out on the subject, the better you will be. And of course, you know, keep in mind all the usual stuff, you know, like don't get like big Beefosaurus Rex car payments. Try to keep those around, say, $250 a month or thereabouts. Don't make them huge like PlayStation 5. Don't run up your credit cards. You know, try to keep your credit card balance around 30% across all your cards. Better yet, keep it around 10% or less. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, keep in mind your credit card usage. Try not to open any new credit card accounts or loan accounts if you can. Pay back your debts as fast as you can. That'll make you look better for the mortgage people and anybody else you want to get a loan for. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. So, TLDR, get a business account if you're going to get a car payment like me. Or better yet, just buy your car straight up in cash. Please. It'll just make your life that much easier. And even better, try to stay a W-2 employee and don't get into the headache of self-employment like I did and try to get a mortgage, because that's not how this works. Self-employment with mortgage takes quite a bit of time. So if you're going to get into this gig economy, you know, quit your W-2 job and get into the gig economy and do self-employed, you know, be prepared for the pitfalls that comes for it. Like I said, mortgage headaches, the quarterly taxes, owing taxes. So yeah, just keep that in mind as you start your self-employed journey. It's pretty much all I got to say on the subject for the time being. Unless you're getting the gig economy groups, like I said, I'll put the ones that I'm in, like I said, the Amazon Flex group, Paid to Drive Pete's, Delivery Driver Lounge, that'll be in the video description. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So, with that being said, I'm adventureoflink. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, past, present, and future. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, etc., you know what to do. Take it down to the YouTube comment box below this video. Please share, rate, and subscribe, and ring that bell. And ideally share this with people that are in the gig economy already, want to be startup YouTubers, Twitchers, Facebook gamers, etc., because they need to know this information, especially if they want to buy a house at some point. Not to mention, it also tells YouTube and myself if I'm doing a good job or not. I'm not making crappy videos or sitting here wasting my time, etc. So please, like I said, Anyone who's self-employed, fresh gig economy workers or gig economy workers that's been in the know for a hot minute like me, share them around. Get the word out. It's like Barclay's Nerdgasm says, and Eric the Car Guy, you know, I make all the mistakes so you don't have to. You get to learn as I go. And you get to drink from my wide knowledge well of wisdom. That said, please be in mind of the social media followings down below in the video description, as well as the medical bill donations. Any and all links for those in the video description. Please consider donating and following to keep up, you know, with what I do off of YouTube and to help me out with my medical bills. Any amount helps. And as Game for the Grave would say, it'll keep this channel and myself alive and undead. And with all that medicine switching out of the way, I'm going to sign off with the wise words of wisdom from Eric the Car Guy, reminding you guys to be safe, have fun, and of course, stay dirty. And as Eric O would say, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. And as my friend Anitra Auntie would say, TTFN, which is ta-ta for now. See you all next time. Have a good one.